We're live at Grand Design's state-of-the-art production facilities.
Ooh. Do the hokey pokey and turn yourself around.
What are you trying to hang meat in here? It's cold as shit. I saw you in here. I saw you jacking with it. That's perfect right there. I look good. All right.
Okay. All right. What's up, everybody? It's Laura, that RV girl with Traveland RV. And I am here at Grand Design RV. And today I am joined by the incredible Mike Combs.
Welcome.
Thank you.
All right. So I wanted to do a walk-around video with you on our first production model, Lineage Series F, which is our Super C. It's on a Ford F600 Super Duty, four-wheel drive, 6.7-liter Power Stroke diesel. So we've done some videos in the past with a Proto and a Pilot and some of our testing models. So this would be the first production model. So it's had a lot of changes made to it. These coaches are getting ready to head west to you guys. This truck on the front, you know, we wanted to change the front end appearance. So we added a Raptor-style grill on the front. We've got a lined front bumper, kind of getting rid of all the chrome look, make it look a little more tough. You can get these coaches in multiple different exterior full paints, and all the Lineage Series Fs are full paint. So you get a solid white, a solid gray, or you get our fog smoke color. Our first project with this was the ride and the drive and the handling and the look. So the one thing we started with is there's also 8 different colors that you can pick. We partnered with Fox Factory. So we've got an adjustable suspension package on here. So you've got Fox shocks on all 4 corners. It's a 4-inch lift on the back and a 2-inch lift on the front. So you've got BDS radius arms, you got steering stabilizers, sway bars. One of the things we wanted to be able to do is whether you're towing something, you know, this coach has a 15,000-pound hitch. So it's gonna handle differently if you're towing, if it's a pavement princess, you can set it up for something, or if you're backcountry camping, you can customize the suspension on this. One of the other things on this is, you know, we talked about that paint. We got a lot of diamond shield to protect the paint on the front end, up on the forehead, your running boards, your wing walls. It is a wide body coach, so we also stretch the mirrors to give you all better visibility from the cockpit on this coach, you know. And while you see all the fancy fiberglass on the front, there's a really neat steel cage process that we run underneath all of this. Let's go ahead and take a look at the side of the coach. These are a Euro door, so you got multiple catches. The advantage to that is less wind noise. They seal a little bit better. When you open this door up, your screen comes the opposite way on this coach. You've got entry assist handles on both sides.
Nice.
And you flip up the stepwell here. We have a 310 amp hour Lithionics lithium battery. You've also got your spider controls right here, so all of your breakers and relays are on one panel. We have our lighted belt rail. We're inside, so it's easy to show this. So the nice thing about this is also integrated into the chassis. You hit the key fob on your remote, your lights will blink if you lock. If you unlock, they stay on. You put it in drive, they turn off. Put it in reverse, they come on. Kind of a neat little feature going down. You can turn them on and off at night, so it's an indirect camping light. This is a neat bay here. This storage bay actually goes up and over, and all the bays are gonna have drains, you know, located inside of them. But we take this area from here to here, and we're putting our DCD converter in there, our solar controller. You got a 2,000-watt Xantrak inverter charger, so that goes in this area. Got a 40-inch 12-volt TV outside, and our Rockford sound system out here. So this thing jams on the outside, plus you got a big TV. In this area here, you've got a pass-through storage bay. The other thing we wanted to do on this is we wanted to match our front wheel wells to the back wheel wells, so we tried to make them look the same. You got the blackout wheel package on these, an MBRP exhaust tip. We got a Girard 16-foot awning on here with a wind sensor, raised letter logos. One of the things that we also talk about is this also has the new Sure slide mechanism in it. A little bit different than what's in the market, and you're gonna start seeing that a lot from Grand Design on the Lineage product. So, you know, one of the things we changed right here, early production models had a huge bank of drawers underneath the bed, trying to block you out, Laura, thank you. So, you know, this space is all opened up for storage now. You've got heated and enclosed holding tanks right here. We're running true level tank sensors, so they're pressure sensors. They'll tell you you're at 14% or 39%, whatever. It's not 1/3, 2/3 full like some of the other products that are out there. We have a remote LP connection right here. So the neat thing is, if I'm gonna put an outside barbecue right here, I can do that. This is also your LP fill back here. So the neat thing about this is your LP tank is up underneath the coach, kind of out of the way, and it allows us to give us more storage all the way around the outside of this coach. A Truma on-demand hot water heater, fiberglass roof. Let's go around the back. Okay, Laura, on the back side of this, all of these Super Cs are going to be standard with a Gen Y 15,000 pound tow hitch. We've got our blackout lighting package on the outside of this coach, dual stacked tail lights on the rear. We like the looks of our fiberglass cap. We wanted to kind of make it a big brother to the Lineage Series M, so your caps have some resemblance between the two brands. Fiberglass roof, and it's also a low maintenance roof. So we run a gasket system on our roof, so you don't have piles of putty around all the vents. It's a different system. We're calling it a low maintenance roof. On this side of the coach, as you come around here, you've got your power cord reel in here. Then you got a little fair lead to send your cord out and down so that you can close the entry door. Bing. So back over here, you got a spot for the sewage hose here. One of your fuel fills is here, the other is up here. You have divorced tanks on this. You're gonna have 2 fuel fills. You got a 40-gallon tank in the rear and a 27-gallon tank in the front. All of your plumbing system is located right here. My fresh tank fill, my water pump, outside cable hookups, outside shower. This coach is also plumbed by SharkBite. So the nice thing is we don't have ratcheting bands or flaring tools or crimp rings. That's all Evo push to connect, and all of our supply lines in this coach are going to come with a 25-year warranty from SharkBite. Your main slide out right here, we have aluminum on our slide room end walls. That also hides the sure slide mechanism that you'll see. By running the acrylic windows in our slide room end walls, one of the questions we continue to get was, hey, what if I forget to close the window before I run the slide in? There is prompts built into your Firefly system that are going to correct that for you.
For us forgetful folks.
That's right. You got your slide topper awning is going to be up here. Your slide out roof, it's an aluminum constructed product, and then you've got a seamless sheet of a Turnabond for your slide out roof. So you got the little sport rail around the top of this coach.
What's the sport rail for?
Absolutely nothing. It's just for looks. So the other thing is it's a full fiberglass roof. You've got 5 solar panels up there.
Wow.
You've got 2 air conditioners up there. This product is standard with Starlink, so you're going to have highest speed internet standard. It's also a global coach. That means you're in Langley, BC, and your coach is in Calgary. You can check the status of your tanks, your temperature, so you can remote into the coach to give it some functionality. So you wanted to get a good look at the roof on this coach. You asked me about the sport rail.
I did.
So it connects at the front of the cap. It wraps all the way around. So I've got my shower dome at the back. You can see you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 180-watt Merlin solar panels. You got your fan in the bathroom, gray vent, black vent. You got your Max Air, fantastic fan. Then you got both of your Gree air conditioners. Both of those are a 15,000 BT roof AC with heat pump, with soft start, with dehumidifier. Then on the very forward part, you've got your WineGuard 360 Plus, which is my FM over-the-air TV antenna, and a 4G, 5G, depending on what you're going to do there. The 2 little black dots on the front cap, one is your fleet telematics modem from Ford, and the other is for your Ford 4G modem. So slide awnings are standard. And then obviously the top of your slide room roofs is 1 continuous sheet of a Turnabond, and then that's all framed in aluminum. Very well built, very well constructed. It's a 1-piece fiberglass roof.
So clean up here. Holy moly.
No piles of putty.
Wow.
All right, let's get back down. Over here, you're going to have the back side of your storage compartment. There is a little spin out on the bottom of those. Right down here is another storage compartment. Your DEF tank fill is here. Your Ford fuel tank is there. You got an 8 kW diesel generator. This obviously has the blackout package on it, so you're going to have your black exhaust tip in this area.
Do we have side view cameras? Side
cameras and backup cameras are standard. So your side cameras are mounted right down here, and obviously your backup camera is going to be on the horizon. So good question. Let's go inside. Okay, why don't you hop in the cockpit and we'll talk a little bit about what's going on up in the cab here. So you'll notice when you go in and out up here, we talked about all the steel. We've got the little monkey bars or assist bars to get in and out of the cockpit. We add heat to both seats. We've got the armrests on both sides right here. You got a little cubby right here for your phone. Dual cup holders. There's a really neat kind of a walk landing to get you in there that's all framed out of steel. Like our Series M, we're putting the headrest safes on each side for your valuables. The other thing in the cockpit, we get a lot of questions whether, hey, can I get adaptive cruise control? Can I get the big display like I got in my F-150? Ford treats the F600 as a commercial truck, so it does not come with adaptive cruise control at this time. It does not come with the big display. The XLT package is the max trim level kit you can get in these, and I've had a lot of people ask. 4-wheel drive switch is going to be down here. You got your brake controller, your upfitter switches. Your side cameras and backup cameras are going to be up here where the rear view mirror was. And then obviously you'll see by having those mirrors widen, you get great visibility down each side of the coach. Hop on out. Let's take a look inside. All right, so up in the cab over bunk area, going to talk about what we do. You know, we got the big bubble on the outside and then the sport rail that kind of connects the roof line to the front cap. So over here, there's going to be lots of switches for you to play with. So you got your Cobra, which is your cab over bunk ram air. So we take our air conditioning system and we actually provide air conditioning, or if the heat pump, heat up in your cab over area. So if you close these off, you can still get heat and air up here. Got USB, USB-C 110s. Then you got some switches for your power shade that's up front. It's got a reflective material on the back side, and then in between the panes of glass is a reflective material. You can turn your lights on and off, or if you hold those switches down, you can dim the lights down as well. So.
Nice. And what's this?
So that is a package that comes with every unit. Inside of there is going to be your cab shade. So a lot of people put a curtain across here. So the nice thing about it is ours go right to the windshield and both side windows to black out the cockpit.
Awesome. And I noticed there's some little characters and things all around here in this window.
So let's say you've got someone up here, you know, you're trying to sell the coach and the kids are jumping all over. You can lay them up here and kind of a little Easter egg hunt. You know, you find Bigfoot or an old motorhome or a camper. Aliens, a little hidden treasure chest.
Love that. And it's really comfy up here too. This is a comfy cab over bunk.
It's an Intertech bed. We'll talk more about that when we get to the back. So from this area right here, I wanted to tell you a little bit about the sofa dinette area. We get a lot of compliments on these acrylic windows that we run. So, you know, they're dual pane windows. We took a lot of weight out of the coach. Integrated screens, you don't have all the goofy lambrequins and valances all over. So in order to operate the windows, you know, you pull up, you get a nightshade. You pull down, you get a screen. Plus the other thing is you can open these windows all the way up and vent them. So push in on the little button and turn it.
Open.
Then push it open. You'll hear the little click.
Oh yeah, it's faint, but I can hear the click.
Yep. So then, obviously, if you pull down from there, now you've got your screens and whatnot. Right next to you is some Bluetooth switches. So you're going to be able to control the lighting in the slide room with those switches. So if you push the switch, it turns it on and off. If you hold the switch down, it'll actually dim it. So you can control the lights up above you. So you've got lighting at the sofa and the dinette. At the sofa position, you know, the nice thing about our seating, all of our seating's built in the USA, made in the USA from Apex Furniture in Tazewell, Tennessee. So you got USB-Cs in here, and then you got power recliners. And then if you take this coach and you go all the way back with it, nice thing about it is you've also got a ratcheting headrest. So, you know, you don't have to stare at the ceiling. You can, you know,
that's great.
Pitch you right towards the television. You're looking straight at it from here. Ours is a 40-inch 12-volt that's straight across from you.
12 that's awesome.
Absolutely. All right. You've got these huge drawers underneath both dinettes.
Those are massive.
These are 250-pound drawer guides, and then all of our dinettes are constructed out of aluminum. So you've got seat belts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You've got 6 seat belts in this coach. You've got plenty of storage all the way around. And again, you've got windows in your slide room end walls. All of your cabinetry in this coach is going to be soft close. And then the neat thing about it is you can push these buttons and then you can lock your drawers in transit so everything kind of stays in place.
Nice.
So it's the same furniture that we would run in a Series M. Same sofa, same dinette. So 4268 and a 68-inch theater seat.
And is this solid surface?
Solid surface, and then we put cup holders in it, and this is also the Dream dinette bracket, so it's on a hydraulic strut to go down and make into a bed. It's very quick, and then the way that we design the dinette is with the cushions, you don't need a filler cushion on this dinette to make it work.
So time to talk about the kitchen. Now I have been seeing prototypes, and this is the first production model. So what has changed in the kitchen from the prototype?
Great question. So in this coach, we took the TV and we shoved it in about 3 more inches. It still flips up. You know, so back here you got your Starlink modem and your power supply. Your Winegard on-off is here. You got a quick HDMI. But the advantage is when you're doing dishes now, your head doesn't have to rest against the TV. We took the bottle washer and everything out of the sink, put one up here on the counter, so you still get the square sink, square basin, square faucets. You know, you still got your flip-up countertop extension right here. You've got lots of doors and drawers in your kitchen base. You've got a little drawer right here for sponges, a little area for a trash can right here. We do have a very large oven. You know, we finalized on backsplash. We put a backsplash on both sides up here. You know, a lot of people give us, well, I want the induction. Well, I want the bigger oven. So we went with a bigger oven and then a convection oven. So the kitchen got a few changes as we go through the coach.
This is a pretty great size oven.
It's the biggest one we could find in a Super C. Another thing in this coach, you know, kind of front to back is our dark ceilings, right? We have a square theme, you know, square faucet and square drains and square handles and square lights. So, you know, our air conditioning system, we worked with Gree We have dual 15,000 BT roof ACs. They have soft start. They have a dehumidifier. They have a heat pump in them, and they're both the big ones. And then we use some whale tails that kind of go back and forth, and linear slot diffusers, not round rotaires. I know you talked to one of the engineers about this system yesterday. So.
Yes. You know what? The ceilings are dark, but it's so well lit in here.
So you can control the lighting package through the whole coach. It's all done through the Firefly system. We integrate a lot with Firefly. This is a global coach, as I mentioned, on the outside. So if your coach is in Calgary, I can log in and see the temperature, check battery levels, tank levels. Back here, you've got your double door refrigerator up top, freezer down low. And then you've got this area, which was redesigned a little bit. You know, you've got your cutting board is in there for the sink, and you've got huge storage areas here. And then this is going to pull out for a drawer right here. So
you want to show me those two cabinets again? These ones here?
Yeah, sure. So this one sticks out and it goes way in there. This one sticks out and goes all the way to the back. Before we had a really deep nightstand back here that went all the way to the refrigerator. So we shallowed it up to give you a little bit bigger pantry in the kitchen area. So
awesome.
Let's head back here. On this, you're a 70 by 80 king size bed, and it's an Introtech bed. You were asking me about that on the front of this coach.
Yes, it was pretty cozy, and this feels really cozy too. It's not too firm, but not too soft. It's like your Goldilocks of mattresses.
I'll show you how this thing is made here shortly. So on the back of the coach, you know, you've got a wardrobe on each side right here. They're all lit. You know, you've got HDMI port in there. So if you ever do want to get, you know, hook something up, a Fire Stick to the TV, it's here. There's a 32-inch 12-volt TV. You've got storage down here. This folds up. You got a little nightstand here to set things down.
That's a false top.
It's a false top. So the nice thing about it is you can take this and it folds right up. Additional storage in the bedroom. Neat thing about it is you don't have a big window behind your head. You got windows going out each one of the slide walls. Over here, you've also got, you know, additional chargers, 110, you know, plug it in your CPAP or your alarm clock or whatever you go to bed with here. All your cabinetry in here, it's all an EPP or European poplar plywoods. It's all edge banded on the outside for expansion and contraction. We also made some changes in this area. On the prototype units that we were going out there, we had misplaced some of the roof vents. So when you open this door up, you know, we had to cut it off to clear the air conditioner. So production models, we moved all your airs down and your vents down a little bit. We made it a little bit easier to get in and out of here. Do you want to go in here and try this out?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Okay, so I'm in the bathroom and this shower is huge. How big is this shower?
So your 36 by 32 is going to be your shower dimensions. You got a linear slot drain down below, so whether you're level or not, it's going to be easy to drain. You got the C-Deck shower pad. You got the Irvine shower door. You've got the adjustable shower sprayer at the top. And then obviously the lighted shower dome gives you a lot of light in the bathroom and the shower area. We did move this vanity all the way down. So you were asking me earlier about one of the bathroom changes, and you know, it made this bathroom a lot bigger. So changed up a lot of the stuff. You still get storage underneath. You still get your drawers in there. You still get your medicine cabinet up top. And then the other thing is we added the big window in here and we shallowed up the mirror a little bit. So made it substantially bigger.
Yeah, that's awesome. And then I mean this space here, let's see. Let's move you guys around. Because I know it's important for you to see where your toilet spacing is. And I mean, I could do yoga in this space. I've got a lot of space here. So that move on the countertop was the right move.
All right, come out here. Let's finish up some stuff.
Okay, hold on. I just noticed something. You haven't talked to me about whatever this is.
All right, so in this area here, when you open this up, you're either gonna get a stack washer dryer or cabinets. This is one of the only options on this coat. You pick an outside color, you pick your decor package on the inside, and whether you want a stack washer dryer.
Okay, so I mean, we're about to wrap up. There's a couple things that we could talk about that you can't actually see, like warranty.
So the Grand Design warranty for all Grand Design motorized is gonna be a 2-year limited warranty, 3-year structural warranty, and then obviously your chassis warranty is going to be different than the house itself. So also transferable. You know, if you were going to register it in a business name, you can do that.
The most exciting part about all of this is that this unit is coming up to Canada.
Be there soon.
We're so excited. Can't wait.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
You got it.
It's been fun.
Thanks.
See you guys.